Hey lovelies, welcome back to another hair tutorial video, and today I'm going to be working with this Afro Kinky Coily bulk human hair from Hot Braids. As the name suggests, it's kinky and it's coily. However, this is the 4A 4B texture. I have 3 bundles in total, and in one bundle you have 2 separate parcels of hair. These are some goodies I got as well. I have 2 headbands here, one in black and one in white. And there is also some clips for, separating the hair, a detangling brush, and a comb. I also got this handy tote bag as well, branded with their logo and all. And last but by no means any least, I got this continuous spray bottle as well. Now let's get right into this style. This is the braids I'm going to be using. This is just like half of one bundle from a pack of braids. And this is how I separate it. And you can see here, this is a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. So that goes a far way. And this is the section I'm going to be using for the curly pieces. I pre-sectioned my hair and then I did some at the back at first. Now this is how I part it. I make a general part, then I go in with some edge control. Or I wouldn't say edge control, but more like a braiding gel. And I fine-tune the parting to ensure that it's to my liking and everything, because I'm going to be doing some mini braids. To make things a little easier for me, I like to pre-part everything in that row and then plait it out a little bit before I go in with my braids. So as soon as I complete the section, then I start out with one of the plaits and I put in the first piece of braid. Now I only use 2 pieces of braid per plait, and for the curly pieces I use around 5 to 6 pieces of curly hair per braid. So it's more like a Bora Bora style and not a boho style, because you're gonna see more of the curly pieces than you're gonna see of the braids itself or the plaits. I don't really have any specific parts in which I put the curly pieces, but I would like to say like every inch or every inch and a half I will put in piece of the curly hair, and I do that until I reach to the very end. Then when I get to the end, instead of putting the curly piece up to go where the others are, like I would clip it up like you see me do here, I just plait it right out and then I make a little knot. So you're gonna see that pretty soon. And I'm very transparent. At first when I started this style, after I did the first row, I'm like, hell no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to complete this, because I could foresee that it's gonna take a lot of my time, plus to work with the hair, the kinky hair. You know how kinky hair can be. I'm like, all right, can I really do this? And then I'm like, I started it and I like to just see things through unless it really cannot work. But I'm happy I did, because like you saw in the intro clip, it turned out so cute. You can trim up as you go along, or you can wait until after you're through, but I find that it's easier to trim as you go. This is how I do the ends. I wrap the hair a few times around the last part or the last place I did a plait, and I just wrap it a few times and then tie it just to hold the hair in place, because I don't want the braids to show at the end. I want the curly pieces more so. You can also use glue to secure it, but I wish not to use any glue, so I just do a little knot. So that's basically it. You just continue this process until you're through. And especially for the ends, that's where you place emphasis to get the curly pieces in. So you just plait it out a bit with the braid, the last part of the braid. So you don't wait until you're far up with the braids to put the curly pieces for the end parts. You wait until you get closer to the ends of the braids, and then you put that curly piece in and just plait it all the way out, and then do that little knot to hold it in place. After I do my little knot, I like to pull on it just to tug at the end to ensure that it's tightly done and it won't unravel. I have never been so happy to complete a style until now. Thanks be to Jesus, I'm finally through. And no, I love to style my hair. So this is a part I look forward to the most, because after this, I can see the true beauty of the style. Because before this, I wasn't sure what to expect. Now, this is what I'm going to be using: water with leave-in conditioner, eco gel mousse, my detangling brush, some clips to separate the hair, and now we are off to see what awaits us. When working with curly hair, especially kinky coily hair, you have to ensure that you saturate the hair properly. So the water should be dripping from the hair. I tried to protect my blows with this scarf, but we're failing miserably. And I wet the hair, then I go in with the mousse, and I apply a little gel on the curly piece as well, and then I brush with a detangling brush. I tried to do this one by one at first, and then I realized I could actually do them in a bunch. So I just went in with a few plaits and brushed them out, and it worked like a charm. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying so many and, but see with me. I am showing you the curl pattern. Like, this is so cute. The curls are a little tighter, but it is really, really cute. And just in case you're wondering if I didn't dip the hair in any hot water or anything, no, I did not dip the hair, nor did I steam the hair. But if you want, you can steam your hair with a steamer to kind of relax the braids. But I find that when I used the gel on the hair itself, it kind of just relaxed everything. So I had no need to go in with hot water or a steamer after I was through spraying and massaging with the gel and the mousse. This is a point where I got excited, because I'm like, yes, this has a lot of potential. At first, I really wasn't sure what I was up against, but when I used the mousse, the gel, and the water, I'm like, yes, this is it. Y'all know I like to do a little side-by-side comparison. So this is the hair when I've brushed out the curls, and then this is the next side with the curls not tamed or anything. So you can definitely see what I'm working with, and the end results. You can appreciate that more given the before. I love when I'm humbled by a hair because this one surely did just that because I had not expected it to turn out this way, to be honest. And I absolutely love the results. The hair, it totally surprised me, and it's so soft. I know it's gonna be a little probably on the high maintenance side where I'll have to kind of detangle it every day because again, it's Afro Kinky Coily. So what do you expect? You can't get this hair and expect for it not to require some form of daily maintenance. And that's only if you want to wear it down like this, because I have been wearing mine in a bun for the past couple days and I haven't done anything to it. Now, I got these headbands like I showed you earlier in the package. So this is just me playing around with some styles I can actually do with them. So this is more for like a playful look, a more casual look. I also have the black to the white one, so I'm going to show you the styles I did with that as well. And just in case you're interested in this here, I am going to have it linked in my description box below so you can have it checked out there. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and also share this with someone who may appreciate it.